Our drug allows the brain to repair itself. We call it the cure.
Op 18 augustus verschijnt de prequel van de beruchte Planet of the Apes-reeks op de doeken. In Rise of the Planet of the Apes voeren wetenschappers Alzheimer-testen uit op apen. Wanneer het testexemplaar Caesar begint te muteren, loopt de situatie uit de hand.
My character is looking for the cure to Alzheimer's. I mean, I don't think that is a bad thing. I think scientific experimentation becomes bad when people are like researching how to build hydrogen bombs and stuff like that.
The film's the story of an uprising. It's the story of a revolution. And that's what really appealed to me as a filmmaker, to be able to tell that story, but just so happens to be with apes, not our species, but actually a whole other species, but that takes place in this day and age, in this world.
I know the new one is different in the sense that it does not deal with something that's very fantastical or larger than life or a make-believe thing. It is very, very set in the present, very current, and we're dealing with real issues. It's kind of a blend of fact and fiction.
This is wrong, Will.
It works.
And what about Caesar? Where does he fit in?
What was it like to play Caesar?
It was a fantastic challenge. It was a really amazing role to play. When I first read the script, it was, I knew immediately that it had a huge dynamic range, and I knew it was going to be a big challenge to create this character that had to express so much, but obviously without any dialogue.
He's more of a Frankenstein in many ways. And so when he's cast out, and he's cast out to be with his own kind, he feels that sense of betrayal, but they don't want him either. And that's what creates the foundations for the uprising, the revolution, when he realizes he has to turn against the people he thought were his protectors.
To prepare for the role, obviously, the first thing was to understand primate behavior. And this character is based on a chimpanzee called Oliver, who was known in the 1970s as the humanzee. He was walked bipedally. He only walked bipedally, and he had extremely kind of human behavior and expressions.
What was the challenge about this?
Well, we wanted to be able to take Andy Serkis's performance as he would do it on the day and translate that directly to the screen. So to do that, we came up with this idea of taking the performance capture technology that we used on Avatar and shrinking it down so that it would work on a set or on a location. And that meant that Andy could work directly with James and with Frida, and Rupert could direct all of them as a cast, as an ensemble. Because in order to understand Caesar, you need to understand, the family that he's with, and how that relates, and what happens when he loses his family, and how that, makes him, leads him on to the path of rebellion that he chooses.